welcome to my channel. This video is gonna be very different from the content I usually make, mainly because it's related to Persona. Obviously, I made a Persona video already. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. It's me reacting to the two new trailers of Persona 3 Reload. Uh, so I just wanted to kind of make a video about my appreciation for this franchise in general, because I haven't been able to make a lot of Persona Atlas videos in general, because they don't get a lot of traction. But I need this video out there so that it puts rest to my mind. This video is basically gonna go about my journey through the Persona games and how I found them, how much they've impacted my life. It's gonna mainly be centered around P3, but obviously I'm gonna touch upon P4, P5, P2, P1. Basically, the entire Persona franchise I'm going to touch upon. And I'm gonna explain my admiration for it, how it feels to be a fan of it in a country that does not play JRPGs like at all. I've met one guy who's played Persona. One guy, and we had a 2-hour conversation about it, and it devolved from Persona to Genshin and Simpenover Zongli. But basically, I just wanted to make this video because it's sort of my way of venting also. My because I've been holding back actually a lot of my Persona feelings in because because of my country, but because I don't have any friends or this, and this franchise, it is an understatement to say that this franchise means a lot to me. My favorite color is blue, and I'm pretty sure that's because of Persona 3. I I I started playing video games. Literally bought a PS4 just to play Persona 5. 5 I got into video game music, I got into voice actors, I got into an video game animation and how much my standard for it is. And I learned a lot about life through these games. I learned about making friends through these games. And I just learned so many life skills that I genuinely do not think I would know if I didn't play these games. So I'm basically gonna explain all of that. Sorry, this is a very long preamble, but let's get into it. So let's first start with like the more basic stuff. Uh, let's start with where I started off with Persona 5. So I am Persona. So in 2016, I was at my peak of addiction to my computer and social isolation. I barely talked to anyone. I was addicted to my computer. I didn't have a phone, so I couldn't even text people, which is how I get most of my daily recommended social time nowadays. Because I'm still not that good at going out there and talking to people, but I'm better at wanting to leave my room and not always staying on my computer. I still have an addiction, but I tend to want to be around people more often now, so it's healthier now. It's getting better. Yeah. But this was my peak. I was not talking to anybody. I couldn't connect with anyone. I felt like because I was also in my peak anime phase where I started watching Naruto and I was watching DBC. I had just finished Pokemon, so I was not finished. I had caught up to Pokemon, which made me completely dissociate from society. Somehow, me catching up to Pokemon. Man, was that really the trigger? Now that I think about it, because it took me like 6 years to catch up to Pokemon, and then immediately after that, I was like, "Oh God, I need something else." Because 6 years I'd been watching this stuff, but yeah. So I got into Naruto while being into Naruto and seeing Full Metal Alchemist, Fruits Basket, and stuff. I also my favorite YouTuber, Jay from the Cub Scouts, who I watched for Yandere Simulator, always referenced Persona and his Persona playthroughs, and I was like, why does this jerk keep talking about Persona when I'm here for my Yandere Simulator? Fine, I guess I'll see what his Persona playthrough is. And then I typed Jay from the Cub Scouts Persona, and the first thing that came up was his Persona 4 playthrough, and then his Persona 3 playthrough right under that, like 2 playlists. And then I was like, obviously I need to watch Persona 3 before Persona 4. What a naive child I was. But a good child, because I made the right choice. Because without Persona 3, I wouldn't be here. So, Persona 3. And that's how I basically found Persona 3, was through Jay from the Cub Scouts. This is Yandere Simulator playthroughs. I think it was even like, what was it? I think it was the Yandere Simulator Arrival video, where he was like, Nanako. He was like, Senpai's sister reminds me of him of Nanako from Persona 4. You will not know this at all if you don't know Yandere Simulator, but that made me want to see Persona. So thank you, Jay. Thanks a lot. So Persona 3, I started watched it like I stopped watching Naruto to watch his playthrough of Persona 3. And when I say that was like amazing, I literally mean it was amazing. It was the thing is I was too young to understand Persona 3's messages at that age. When I was like around 11, 12ish. I was too young to understand Persona 3. But I remember loving it, and later on finding out, and like when the Shinji stuff happened, I cried. At the end of the game, I just thought this is gonna be like peak childhood behavior. When Persona 3 ended, I thought he was asleep. I thought he was just tired, because that's what Jay thought. And when I was young, I was like, Jay's always right. So Jay thought he was asleep, so I was like, oh, I guess Makoto's asleep. Little did I know, it was a lot worse. I found out Makoto died, like, I think 3 months after that, and I remember crying my eyes out, because I remember being like, oh my god, Z-kun! Because that's what he used to be to me. He used to be Z-kun. Because Jay from the Cub Scouts has played through a Persona, changed my life. Z-kun. Literally, when Persona 6 comes out, I'm probably gonna name him Z-kun. Because I wouldn't know his canonical name, so I'd just be like, okay, your name is Z-kun now. Until your canonical name comes out, I don't give a shit about the manga, because apparently the manga names don't matter. Akira Kurusu. I'm gonna call him Z-kun. Okay, so that's how I got into Persona. And no one around me could understand why I loved Persona so much. And neither could I. I think it was a mix between the social link system and the battle system. Because the songs were dope as shit in Persona 3. Literally mass destruction. I used to like scream when mass destruction used to come on when he was playing. Obviously he cut down all of the grinding bits, which is good content. Cause that would have sucked balls if I had to see all of his Tartarus grinding. But like whenever he did show it, it used to be amazing, and the UI was spectacular. The character models were fantastic, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is a game. This is what games are like." Little did I know this is not how games are usually. Like, like Persona also set the standard for video games for me. I can't enjoy video games because I'm like, this looks like Persona. This doesn't look like Persona. What is this garbage? Like, I tried getting into Final Fantasy X, and like, I think it's because I played modern video games, but I couldn't finish Final Fantasy X because I was stuck at the one boss fight after the Kimari's village. That boss fight. Oh, my PS5. It's downloading Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight. I was actually gonna play that game while I would say this, but then I realized playing a dancing game while trying to get your points across is not worth it, considering I'm already all over the place. Let's just say. That's how I got into Persona. That's why I couldn't play FF10, because the music didn't draw me in that much. I'm sorry, FF10 fans. I'm a Persona fan, and I'm a rock music fan. Whatever Mass Destruction is, whatever Lotus Juice is. Let's put it that way. Lotus Juice is my genre of music that I like. Because I remember I was seeing the Bungo Stray Dogs movie, Dead Apple. If you know the scene I'm talking about, you know it. It's when Chuya enters the battlefield. And I remember seeing that movie, and the OST that was playing, I like paused the movie being like, wait, is this Lotus Juice in my ear to Chuya? And I was like, yeah, Lotus Juice. Yeah, Lotus Juice is my genre of music. Lotus Juice and Lin are my genres of music. So yeah, Mostly Lotus Juice. Sorry, Lynn. So yeah, that's how I got into Persona. But what really got me into Persona was Persona 5. Because what happened was, I saw Jay's first two episodes of Persona 5. And if you remember this, before Jay had to take a permanent hiatus from Persona 5, he actually only released two episodes of Persona 5, and then was like, Atlas put on a ban. You can't stream after July 7th, I think it was. So I'm not gonna play Persona 5 after that. But then I saw another playthrough of Persona 5, and I'm not gonna mention whose playthrough I saw because I think that's gonna get me flack. But I saw it. I don't. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, because I saw Persona 3, then I saw the Persona 4 anime, then I saw the Persona 4 5 playthrough, and like the twists of Persona 5, like as someone who saw 3 and 4 and then saw a vanilla Persona 5, it blew my mind and it stayed in there forever. And then I was like, oh my god, I need to play this game. So I remember in 2018 telling my mom, Mom, can you please get me a PS4? Please, please help me a nice human. I just need it for my birthday gift. And need it as a birthday gift. And my mom was like, fine, because I nagged her so much. She's actually the one who also got me my PS5 like a week ago. So I nagged her so much this was 2017, not 2018. I nagged her, and then I nagged my dad for the video game, being like, Dad, please, I need Persona 5 so much. And then I played it, and I put 600 hours into that game. No joke. I'll try to see if I have the screenshot, but it's on my PS4. I need to upload. It's the same data as uploaded, but I need to download the game again by putting the CD in. In Vanilla Persona 5, I think I put 700 hours because that was the only game I would play other than Final Fantasy 15, which my cousin bought for me later. Till Persona 5 Royal and Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I didn't play that many video games. The only games I played were literally Persona 5 and Final Fantasy 15. That's all. And out of those two, the one I played more was Persona 5, where I would literally just replay it. Literally right before Royal came out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this playthrough of Persona 5 on vanilla, because this is probably gonna be the last time I play this game. And I think I did beat it, and then I started another file immediately. And I just kept playing until Royal came out. So yeah, Royal screwed over vanilla Persona 5 for me, because before Royal came out, I was trying to hit the 999 mark on my PlayStation 4.
All right.
For Persona 5 vanilla. It's a jobless job where I was literally like, I'm trying to like gain hours on this. I'm like, okay, let's be in Mementos and in the menu, and I'll leave it on while I go for dinner and come back so that more time would be added, and then save immediately. It's a lot. It's a lot, just to say. Literally, I used to be like, if my sister was near, I'd be like, hey, whenever it shows the 10-minute sign, can you just like move the joystick a little? Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I was addicted to Persona 5. Persona 5 is my favorite Persona, obviously. Not obviously, but I mean, look at my flippin' hair. I'm a hippie with red hair, red streaks in my hair for Persona 5. And there's another reason why I can show that I'm a Persona 5 fan. And literally, my dad, I drew so much of Joker. He was like, hey, isn't this that Akira Kurusu guy you always keep drawing? And I was like, shit, he knows. So I was just like, okay, everyone knows I'm addicted to Persona. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, that was my Persona 5 journey, basically. And I forgot where I was. Yeah, so Persona 5. Then Royal came out, and I got into the Persona fandom for real on Twitter. And that got me into the Persona 3 fandom more. And I saw the movies for Persona 3 and then was like, oh my god, Persona 3 is such a fucking masterpiece. And then I saw Cristal's playthrough of all of her Persona games when she was playing it. And I was like, oh my god, Persona is the best thing in this world. And then in 2021, when I was so in such a dark place, I was like, it was the 2021 and 2022, some of the worst years of my entire existence. And it was just horrible. And I was very lonely, very isolated. And the only thing that kept me sane was, I think, Persona and Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts for obviously its positivity, but Persona because I felt like I had friends. I felt like I had friends through the screen who were telling me keep going. Like Joker was looking me in the eye and was like, keep going. I believe in you. And that's what kept me going. I guess this is my Persona in general. I was gonna stick to Persona 3, but I can't talk about Persona without talking about Persona 5. And Persona 4's Nevermore was the song I listened to before every single one of my important exams because it helped me stay calm, it helped me stay human, it helped me be empathetic. Persona helped me stay empathetic to other people's problems. It made me feel sad for other people. It made me understand what other people were going through. Because Persona is a very human game. Even though Persona 4 is like the least of the examples, I think. I think Persona 4 is like human in a sense where it feels more anime, but Persona 3, Persona 5, even Persona 2 and 1, they feel very humanizing. And like a lot of human troubles, especially in Persona 3 and Persona 5, where it'd be like very realistic problems. Even in Persona 4 with like the Dojima stuff. I'm like, damn, Jesus Christ, Hierophants are amazing. It taught me about the tarot cards. Persona, JoJo fans, tarot card reading. Um, so yeah, I guess it's just me rambling about Persona at this point. So yeah, that's like Persona changes you as a person. I think I got into writing because of Persona. The story I'm working on that's actually complete, but I need to rework it a lot because it's a little dated. And it has a lot of tropes that I don't like anymore, and I think is kind of toxic to humanity. Because I wrote it because I thought of the idea when I was like initially getting into Persona and very young. But it basically started off as Persona fan fiction, but eventually it was like this is its own thing. It's basically like oh god, I hate this comparison. But like you know how 50 Shades of Grey started off as Twilight fan fiction, and I still think it's a better love story than Twilight. It's like that, but if Persona is better than what I'm writing, because obviously Persona is better than what I'm writing. I'll try something that I'm gonna write something that's gonna make me feel amazing about it, and I'm gonna feel happy about it. But I'm not gonna be like this is better than Persona, because nothing can be better than Persona. That's what I truly believe. I think Persona has ruined video games and media for me forever. Yeah. Okay. That is how much I love Persona. I'm gonna split this video in two. This is gonna be a me rambling about Persona video, and I'm gonna come back. Today's Wednesday. Come back on Saturday to see my thoughts and what I want from Reload. Yes. Sorry, I think I set it up that I was gonna talk about Reload, but I got sidetracked by Persona in general. So this is just a ramblings video now. Thank you for watching. If you did, if you're here, like, comment, subscribe. You know the YouTube business. I'm trying to see if I can get another video that hits 1K views. There's only one video on my channel that's hit a 1K views. I hope a Persona video is the next one. It's easier on reaction videos, but Persona is my life. So it would really mean a lot if you share this with someone who also likes Persona. If you like Persona, I will talk to you about it in the comments. You're not alone. We Indians need to stick together on who loves Persona. My god, because I need a friend. Bye. I'll see you guys next time.